Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Ro-JoSports. I'm your host Rob. Alongside of me is my right hand man. Right hand? Yeah, right hand man. Joe. What's up, Joe? How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too
Just
bad. Got some breaking news segment here, and we're just going to go straight from that right into high school coverage, and then a little bit of pros. Be kind of a shorter show today. And just a heads up, next week we are doing a special episode that's just going to be madness. It's just going to be absolute madness. March Madness, to be
all
exact.
March Madness.
All March Madness. Of course, if Marietta Tigers, beat Bishop Watterson, we'll talk about that, of course, next week. But that being said, breaking news: the Marietta Tigers last Wednesday defeated New Philly at the Convo to win their first district championship since 1977. 49 years in the making. So congratulations to
Big win.
big time, big time. They ended up beating New Philly 53-36. The Tigers got off to a big start right off the bat, and to be honest, New Philly really wasn't in the game at all. Really, it was dominance from start to finish. So there was no question. After the first quarter, you kind of knew. Well, Marietta just won the district championship. You know what I mean? It was that type of thing. So, congratulations to the Marietta Tigers. Tomorrow night they go on to back to the Convo, and will be playing Bishop Watterson, who just defeated Walnut Ridge to win their district championship. They beat Walnut Ridge 45-41. So the Tigers will play Bishop Watterson at the Convo at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, Tuesday night. And they will play the winner of Steubenville Big Red, who just defeated Chillicothe 64-47, and Bishop Hartley, who just defeated Columbus South Bulldogs 60, and they got bulldogged 60-36. Okay, so Marietta has a tough road ahead throughout the whole thing, but teams don't get to this point unless they're legit.
Right.
So all the teams, they're in the Sweet 16. You got 4 games left. 4 games to win the state championship. But knowing Coach Garner, knowing those kids, knowing Braden Plogger, who was just on here, he does the Marietta's 6-man. You know, um, those guys are just focused one game at a time. They're not looking forward. I'm sure in the back of their minds, they're like, "Oh, this would be really nice," but they have the type of kids. They have experience. They have 8 seniors on that team, leading the way. So anything at this point, anything's possible. You're not out.
That's right. You didn't make it this far by luck.
No, not even a little bit. When you got guys like Trey Hawkins every game, I think every single district game so far against Warren, against Miami Trace, and against New Philly, he has had over 20 points in each of those games. It's nice having him back in the lineup for sure. Whenever you miss 20 points, you miss
Yeah.
a performance like that. You know,
Yep.
um, whenever he was out, teams were figuring out, well, I'll just double team Zayden or I'll just double team Owen. But little do they know, there's a freshman, there's a and Grayson Moat, there's a junior in Trenton McVeigh. The depth of Marietta's team with Logan Gross close and my goodness, Owen Heslip. I could list goes on and on. For this squad, but so the Bishop Watterson team at Bishop Watterson has their work cut out for them tomorrow night. I'll say that. I'm optimistic. These kids are,
Oh yeah.
in the words of Principal Davis, and in the recent words of Marietta High School, the Tigers are fierce and focused, baby, and it shows.
Scratch and claw.
Slash and claw. So again, congratulations on rewriting history. 50 years in the making, roughly, and now you get to hang another district championship banner in the gymnasium there, and put a nice district shape of Ohio trophy in the trophy case. Yeah, kind of more home plate-ish.
Yeah.
We're the home plate.
Home plate state.
But as far as high school goes, it's really all we have in this episode.
Well,
Is go ahead.
I mean, the Martins Ferry Purple Riders did lose to Coshocton this past week, so
Aw,
a little down in the dumps, but I'm sure it'll pick back up. It'll be all right.
that's still a young
Played
team,
hard.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, they'll be they'll be back.
Yeah.
They're fighters.
Coach Edwards always tries to put them in the best chance to be successful. So anything can happen. And
That's true.
Martins Ferry girls team this year was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think they're pretty young too. So yeah,
Next year's our year. We're like
that's
the
it.
Cowboys.
Yeah, same for the Ali Shane and the Marietta Tigers
Mm-hmm.
girls basketball team. Bunch of young girls on that team. So the future is still bright here in Marietta, and the future is really bright in Martins Ferry. So, but as far as breaking news goes, NFL news. Wasn't there just a really nice signing in Baltimore, Joe?
Well, there was a trade in Baltimore. There was a trade in Los Angeles. There's been lots of signings today.
Yeah.
Big one in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Huge one.
Yep.
Huge.
So
Huge.
who's the third defensive end that Joe Burrow has to get smacked around by in the AFC North now?
Well, he's got Max Crosby to deal with, along with Miles Garrett and T.J. Watt once again.
He needs to ask for a trade now. I mean,
Uh, I don't think he will. Not yet. It's gotta end poorly before. He's got to get wrecked a couple games before he does anything like that.
um, well, we have Malik Willis going to the Miami Dolphins. We have Super Bowl
Good signing.
Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker the third, running back for the Seattle Seahawks, is now a Kansas City Chief. That's scary.
That is really scary. I thought they're going to draft Jeremiah Love, then they go out here and they get him.
They
It's
still,
wild.
who knows? They still might. Never know.
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
That's true.
Isaiah Likely is likely going to do well for the New York Giants. He just
Yeah.
signed there, and then
It's almost as if his former head coach works
like
for the Giants now.
he likely liked
Yeah.
him a little bit,
Yeah.
you know.
Huh.
And then the shock to me so far that I have seen. I mean, there's been, let me see here. We have Tua going to the Falcons.
Oh, buddy.
Did you see that one?
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
Man, Kevin Stefanski loves the Flying Hawaiians, baby. He loves them. Can't get enough. Dylan Gabriel, he would have used a first round pick for him. Now he's got Tua.
He's all about it, isn't he?
Oh man, I I think he'll be all right in Atlanta though. It's inside.
Yeah,
Doesn't play outside much.
but the shock to me so far, out of all of these, obviously Max Crosby going to Baltimore was a big one, right? That
Yep.
being said, Mike Evans
Oh,
leaving
oh yeah.
leaving Tampa Bay and going to the San Francisco 49ers. That's That's a shock to me.
Good signing.
I think it is too.
Big big time move.
You know, the NFC West is a big time division, man. That runs through
Oh yeah,
Seattle. You
it
know,
does. It
but
might run through the Cardinals here in a couple of years.
yeah, never can tell. They're a young team.
Yeah, they got a lot of good players, and they're getting rid of Kyler Murray, so you know they could double their win total next year. I'm not even kidding.
Let's see. There's one other one here that I needed to bring up here. Hang on one moment.
Well, the Chiefs and Rams trade.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Uh, Possibly
The
not.
DB,
No,
the defensive back that got traded from the Chiefs to the Rams.
I did not see that. No.
All right, Trent McDuffie
Oh,
was
no
traded
way.
from the Chiefs to the Rams. It was like the first move, and he just signed a record $124 million deal with the Rams.
Sheesh. Oh, they can afford it. They're fine.
Yeah, yeah, they can.
What do you think about Michael Pittman Jr. to the Steelers?
That should be. I. That's a good signing. You know, I mean, it's not terrible. They at least got someone else above 5'10" they can throw the ball to. Um, the best signing though that they've had so far is Rico Dowdle. That
Mm-hmm.
is that's probably the best sign. That's better than Kenneth Walker for the Chiefs.
Yeah. Well,
Like
Steelers
he,
Steelers also picked up Jamel Dean from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be, that can't hurt.
no,
Can't hurt you. I mean, he's been a little bit injury prone with some hip and shoulder injuries. He missed. Let's see. He missed 3 games last year, and he's missed 21 regular season games in 7 seasons. So never can tell. Um, let's see. Devin Lloyd signed with signed with the Carolina Panthers,
okay.
Jacksonville Jaguar linebacker. And Carolina, they're
Oh,
coming off of a really decent season last year, so.
Rashawn Gary got traded to the Cowboys.
Ooh.
There's lots of moves going on here.
Yeah, things are really.
Oh, and another big one was DJ Moore getting traded to the Bills.
Yeah.
It's another huge one.
Well, how about the Saints signing Travis Etienne?
Yeah, another solid. I mean, there's not many where it's like, what are you doing? You know,
Like, it
some
makes sense and it
solid
fits.
moves going on. Yeah. Well, I can't say that. You know, the Falcons with the Tua move. That's more of a what are you doing?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, and I did
But it doesn't
see,
surprise me.
and I did see, this should get your hopes up a little bit. But I did see that the Cleveland Browns are restructuring the Deshaun Watson salary to try and make room for some things to happen. So.
Jeez, Al. Just cut him. Get rid of him. Get him off the team. Send him to the Atlanta. That's where he should be. Put him on the Falcons. Give him to the Falcons. You know, give him for. You got a sandwich or something? I'll take that. Whatever. Just get rid of him.
Well, then the Texans, they signed a running back too, didn't they?
Well,
This
the
was,
Texans running back, he left. Woody Marks. He's not there anymore. So I
oh,
don't know who they signed.
okay. I thought. Let me bring it up here. I thought
Haven't haven't been able to keep up with everything. You know, it's
that was a lot. Yeah. So let me bring that up. I thought the.
Blankenship from the Eagles.
Yep. So anything to give C.J. Stroud some kind of help.
I think Reed Blankenship. He's a safety. He's the Eagle safety. That's a good signing too. He's a good player.
Yeah, for some
The
reason
dynamic duo is gone. Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship.
okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought that they signed uh, another running back. But
They
everything there,
could have. I mean,
there's been.
there's just a lot.
Oh yeah, duh. David Montgomery
Oh yeah.
from the Lions.
Yep.
Yeah, no more Sonic and was it Sonic and Tails or Sonic and Knuckles?
Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles up there in Detroit. David Montgomery going to the Texans. That's a big one. That's a big signing for them. What happened in NASCAR this past week? Did Michael Jordan win a fourth in a row or no?
Nope. He did not.
Finally, finally cut him down, huh?
Fine. He did. He did make. They did make top 10 though. I'm pretty sure Tyler Reddick. He still made top 10, which is pretty good. He's still first in points.
Man, it's almost like Jordan just brings winning with him wherever he goes, other than the Charlotte Bobcats.
Oh yeah, and the Wizards.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, it
He
does.
was old. He was
He was
old.
he was part. Well, no. I'm not talking about him playing, but he was like part owner
Oh,
of the
okay.
Wizards
I
then.
thought I thought you meant
Yeah.
whenever he was playing. I'm like,
No,
what?
but like when he was playing, he owned part of the team. You didn't know that?
I that must have
That's what.
escaped me, Joe.
Yeah, he owned some of the Wizards, and then he sold it, and then he bought the Bobcats, and then the Hornets.
Okay.
Well, they became the Hornets.
Let's see. Oh, right now, currently, the in the World Baseball Classic, the USA is beating Mexico 5-1 right now.
Good. Paul Skeens pitched today, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Or was that yesterday?
I
Was
believe
it
it
today
was.
or yesterday?
No, Scuba was yesterday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he did pitch today. Yeah.
He, I think Scuba gave up a beginning of the game right off the bat homer yesterday.
So he does do that.
Yeah.
If you get on him early, you have a shot. The Guardians used to do that all the time.
Joe, I got two questions for you when it comes to the World Baseball Classic.
I have two answers.
Do you? All right.
I
So,
might. I don't know.
so I posted something on the TikTok,
The Tiki Talk?
the Tickety Talk, which we're gonna go on here shortly. Um, but that being said, I started a new segment on TikTok called "This or That."
Yep.
And I wanted to get your opinion on this. Obviously, you and I are big baseball guys. Okay.
Right.
But this or that? World Baseball Classic or the Ryder Cup? What do you think?
Ryder Cup.
Ryder Cup?
Yep.
Why?
More entertaining.
You think so?
Yeah. There's more chance of an upset. Let's just say that in Ryder Cup than there is in World Baseball Classic, because all the best baseball players are usually the same teams every year.
Yeah.
You know.
It's either going to come down to USA, Japan, Dominican Republic.
Yep.
You know, one of those three are going to win it.
Sometimes like one of the other, like Cuba or Venezuela or one of them pops up in there sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's usually like Dominican, United States, Japan, usually
Yeah.
kind of rule.
Okay. And that being said, um, when it comes to the World Baseball Classic, you used to play baseball, as did I. Um, say you had to go up against Paul Skeens. You're batting.
Yeah.
You're up to bat.
Yeah.
And he gives you 100 pitches, 100 pitches at random. He could throw them in any order that he wants. Okay, no matter
Yeah.
what, but he has to throw strikes, right?
Yeah.
Out of 100, how many are you putting in play? You could get lucky and hit a foul tip.
All right. This is my question. Is it when I used to play baseball or is it now? Because that makes a difference.
Both.
Now I wouldn't touch one.
No?
No. I might get a foul tip.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
might get a foul tip. I'm saying I might. That is a maybe, but I don't think so. I haven't swung a bat in a while. So, but in my heyday, I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna. I probably could go 1 for 10,
Okay.
probably.
Okay.
So
Because at that point,
10 times max in 100 pitches.
because I mean, at that point, it's kind of all about timing.
Yeah.
But the reason I ask this is because Pat McAfee just went against Clayton Kershaw. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Oh yeah.
And it was a big charity thing. If he struck out, Pat McAfee would have to pay a bunch of money to charity. If he would
Right.
connect with it, Clayton Kershaw would have to pay a bunch of money, whatever. And Aaron Judge was on there talking about how, McAfee wouldn't even connect with his curveball. As you know, Clayton Kershaw has
Right.
one of the filthiest curveballs thrown.
Yep.
And I mean, that was his. He
McAfee
wasn't.
did foul. McAfee did foul tip one.
He did, and then he put one of his fastballs in play.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it really just
I mean,
comes down to you could go into a batting cage and it throw
yeah.
100 miles per hour, but it's going to go to the same spot every single time.
Right.
If now my original question to you was if Paul Skeens had to throw you strikes, right? So now
Yeah.
out of 100 pitches,
Actually, you know what? I probably, if he had to throw me strikes, I would just wait on like fast. I would just be guessing fastball every time, and then, you know what I mean? Like I would just be, all right, well, it's gonna be a strike, so eventually I'm gonna get a fastball and I'll connect. You
so
know,
so would that be like
like
a luck swing of connection? Do you think, or more or less timing?
timing. Like he'd probably get me on the first 30, and then after that,
It's like
like I'd probably be all right.
it's kind of like whenever we were kids, and you take the first pitch, and then the third base coach, all right, now you've seen it, or whatever. Once you see about 30 of them, and he's throwing 102 miles per hour, I mean,
Well, I mean, you just throw the bat out there. I mean, you gotta make connection eventually.
yeah. That being said, baseball to me still hitting a baseball is the hardest. If you
Yes.
are if you don't if you haven't played baseball, if you don't play baseball, and hitting teaching somebody to hit a baseball. I've
Yep.
trained kids for basketball. I've trained kids for football. I've trained kids in golf. I've trained kids in wrestling. You know, training kids in baseball. I've trained kids in baseball, but one of the hardest things to train them is hitting the baseball.
It's it's all about it's all about timing.
Mm-hmm. Get the
You gotta
you know
have
barrel first, or whatever, or knob first, and then swing through, or half of these kids they swing out of their shoes or
because
whatever.
they don't swing enough. That's the problem. Like you have to have it has to almost it's like free throws. Yeah, it's almost you're not even thinking about it. You just do it. Just you're just swinging.
Let's see.
Oh man, 100 pitches.
100 pitches. Yes, sir.
I did always I always preferred faster pitchers than I did slow guys.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Can't stand guys that throw 50.
and
No offense to anyone out there that throws 50 miles an hour.
well, and that shows too. Like, how many times in the past have you seen where, it's a, I don't know, 15-0 game, and then they let the position player pitch, and then he's just
Yeah,
lobbing it in there, and then
it's
he gets a strikeout. You know,
yeah, it's not easy.
you know, you go from
It's a
trying you go from trying to time a Paul Skeens 100-mile-per-hour pitch to a guy just lobbing it in there,
right.
50 to 60 miles per hour, and
It's impossible. It's impossible. Like especially if like you play baseball, like you could play in high school like a team that's really really good, and they have guys that throw like 80 miles an hour, and then you play a team that's not very good, and then the next game and they're throwing like 60. It's a big difference.
let's see, USA. Oh, they're closing it, closing the gap there. It's 5-2 now. No outs, bottom of the sixth. Mexico must have scored a run or two.
But yes, back in the day, Joe probably could do pretty well, but now wouldn't touch it. I probably wouldn't even get the bat off my shoulder.
I'd hurt myself.
Yeah, I would lean into one just to get a walk. I'll take 100 one to the shoulder.
Now, did you see in the World Baseball Classic? I think it was yesterday or day prior. I'm not the biggest Manny Machado guy, but he had those back-to-back third base plays that he had in that game were just dumb. If you don't know
I
what I'm,
mean, he's a. I told you he's a good player, even though you don't like him, but he's still good. Every
let's see.
once in a while, he pulls something out of his rear end, just like that, and you're just like, wow.
All right, so let's see. Anything else going on out there? We have
Pro
obvious.
sports wise,
Yeah,
uh,
after March
I
Madness,
mean NHL.
yeah.
Penguins are still plugging along. The Buffalo Sabres yesterday against the Lightning had like the most penalty minutes in a game since like 2007. They won 8-7.
Hmm. Wow,
There was
wow,
like
Jesus.
4 or 5 guys in the box. There was a bunch of fights in that game. It's insane. Um, the Toronto Maple Leafs are projecting not to make the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, we got some. There's some stuff going on.
um, Joe, I have two other sports questions for you. Um, one involves WWE.
Yep.
Okay. How do you feel about them taking the belt off of Drew McIntyre already, just to get Cody Rhodes into the WrestleMania main event?
I don't. I don't think it's to get him in the main event. I just think it's because Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, main event. Oh, sells tickets. I think it's more of that,
Yeah.
like a box office
um,
thing. It's I don't like it. I don't hate it. I'm just
I'm
you know
kind
what I
of
mean.
I'm kind of over it. Like, it seems like back in the early '90s, whenever McMahon kept forcing Hogan on us. You know, I
Yeah,
get
a
I
little bit.
get like Roman going against CM Punk. That feud, just the promos alone have been awesome.
Yeah, that's been good. They've
That's been really
been real
good.
good. I was
Um,
tired. I'm tired of the Drew McIntyre Cody thing. Like Cody wasn't supposed to be able to challenge for the belt anymore.
but now all
You
of a
know what I
sudden
mean?
he's champ.
They had a 3 stages of hell match. That should mean the feud's over. You move on.
Yeah.
They don't. They shouldn't even be near each other. And yet here we are.
Now I am excited for the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes promos. I think that those will be fun to watch. The legacy, the whole thing.
I hope this means Cody Rhodes is going to turn heel.
It's bound to it's got to happen.
because like Randy's a face and Cody's a face, and like you know he's gonna try to win, and Randy's gonna try to do anything that it takes to win, and Cody's gonna have to do that to win. So
Now, now, how amazing! I just thought of a scenario with this. Um, you just said about Cody turning heel. All right. And thinking about who he's going to be fighting at WrestleMania is Randy Orton. Orton to try and win his 15th championship. Okay. I think something that could sell a lot of tickets, okay, and get a lot of views. If I know he said he would never wrestle again. I know he said once he walks away from wrestling, he's done with wrestling, right? But who has been Randy Orton's biggest rival in wrestling for the past 20 years? To me, it's John Cena.
yeah, it's John Cena,
Could you
but
imagine?
I
Could you imagine he comes in as some kind of like people are starting to get tired of the Cody thing, tired of the Cody thing. You know how awesome would that be if Cena would come in there and you know be his like
I'm tired of him too.
yeah.
We need new people. We need some new guys. Like give me Gunther with the title and have him just run through everybody. Like something like that. I want something new.
Or you put the belt on Randy Orton and then Gunther challenges him at SummerSlam, say belt for career.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the kind of stuff I want. I want new. I don't want rehashed old stuff.
well, speaking of rehashing, how about Seth Rollins? Where do you see that going?
I'm tired. I'm already over that. Everyone was popping for that. I didn't understand like why that was so great. Like
It's like you knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming. It just matter of time. It was gonna be Seth Rollins. Everyone's gonna be, oh my god. But I'm not a big Seth Rollins guy, so
Okay. I
like
can
he's a great wrestler, but I just don't like him.
now I can see being that Heyman got a chair to the back and a stomp with a busted up nose. I can see Lesnar possibly becoming an issue. But
Oh
we
man,
it's same song, old dance. I know,
yeah.
you know, but we're
I, I want to see Gunther Brock Lesnar. That's what I want to see.
we've been wanting to see that. I want to see Lesnar Obafemi. That's what I want to see.
That too. Obafemi Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar Gunther, Obafemi Gunther, something like that. Give me something like that. Some hard hitting, classic wrestling.
Yeah,
Just
give us some
that's
giants
what I
going
want.
against each other.
Yeah, I don't want none of this flip stuff that we're doing here. I mean, even though it's great.
It is. I'm excited for the Rhea Ripley Jade Cargill.
Oh yeah, it's
Like,
always good when real life, like real life comes into it. It's
yeah,
always great.
that'll be fun. I'm already kind of bored with the Liv Morgan thing. You know,
Yeah. Hey, but did you see Dirty Dom lost his Intercontinental
I did.
Championship? He got cursed by Danhausen. Danhausen cursed him.
And then Penta came in and
Yeah.
got his first
He
W.
also cursed. He also cursed the Miz on
That's
the
right.
show. So what's gonna happen to Miz?
So many people were so annoyed that that's what was in the box. It's like, what did you
I
think?
mean, that's what exactly was good. But like the debut was poor. But let me tell you, he's been electric when he's been on. It's been great.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's what they need. I feel
Yeah, like
some.
a comedy segment where it's him and our truth would just be amazing.
I was just gonna
That
say,
would
yeah, I was just gonna say it puts me in the mind of like a mix between our truth and Goldust.
a little bit, but he's but he's also like supernatural too. So he's got a little Undertaker there too. But
Yeah,
you know, but who knows if it is supernatural? It could not be. He's just Oh, his list of the demands. That was funny. I love that.
I have one other thing that I wanted to bring up with you. I know we said we're saving college March Madness, things like that, to the end. Okay, but I feel like this is only appropriate to end the show on this topic with you.
Okay,
You as an OU guy, OU grad, OU alum,
that's right. Good
what
Bobcats, baby.
what's your takeaway from Friday night's game?
Miami, Ohio might be the dirtiest team in the game. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. No, but they did have 4 technicals in the game, so I mean they do some shady stuff.
They gave
Uh,
they gave Ohio every chance to win.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what the OU coach is thinking when he's got 13 seconds left in regulation, 2 timeouts. It doesn't take a timeout when he
Yeah,
gets in the half court
yeah.
and sets something up. I don't know what he's doing there, and then he did an OT too. It's like, come on, just set up a play or something, dude. It's not like you don't have any timeouts.
I mean, and they
Get
had
the
all
ball past half court and
yeah, and
uh,
they had all the momentum.
yeah,
Call a timeout, put your stuff together. They haven't stopped you in I don't know how many drives.
right.
Draw something up, even if it's wrong. At least give yourself give them a break to put their heads together for it for a second. You know, I will say I'm not sure of the kid's name, and I apologize, but number one, he plays in the paint. I think he's a freshman for OU. I'm not sure of his name, but he when the going got tough, and
Willis,
I believe so.
Yvonne Willis.
Yeah, when the going got tough and the time started to dwindle down, a minute left or whatever, it seemed like he was playing so scared to make a mistake. To call, like
Number
just
one.
yeah, is the let me look here.
It wouldn't be Willis. Willis is the guy making all the points.
Yeah, well, that's number 13. He had number
Yeah.
13 had like 37 points or something
Are you
like
talking
that.
about number 10?
No, no, he was kind of struggling there for a little bit. He tried to get
Oh,
back up.
Hadaway. They should have taken him out and sent him to Bowling Green. That's how bad he played that night.
He was almost non-existent until like the end there, and he hit a couple
He
threes, I
almost
guess.
cost them the game like 7 times on offense, on defense, fouling people.
Let me see here. Let me type it in here. Ohio University men's team roster basketball. Let's see here. No, number 0 had a decent game. That AJ Sheldon, he had a decent game. Javon Javon Simmons. Uh,
Simmons is the guy. Yeah,
yeah,
he's a good player.
he is a good player, but he was playing petrified to make a mistake. At the end of that
He had
game,
4 fouls.
there's that. But I mean, when it gets to that end of that game, I mean,
Did you
seven.
watch the same game I watched? He
I
was he was the reason why they even made it. He got back in the game.
I don't. I,
Did you watch the same game I was watching?
I know, but I'm talking about like when it got to about a minute left, like when Jameel and I were up in the, you know, there wasn't a bad seat. We were sitting basically mid court, just up a little bit, and when what's this kid's name? Kiani. He's a freshman, number 17, 6'9", center. When he got in there for Simmons, the center game actually more so came into play, seemingly. But either way, I don't like the way
Didn't
that
Simmons have like 30 points in this game?
no Simmons.
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of points in this game. I am certain he did.
I got it up here. Ohio. That's minutes.
Yeah,
Where's
he
points?
had 30 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, and he fouled out.
Yeah, 30 points. Okay. Yeah, it just when it come to it didn't seem like Ohio had a inside game to me. Like most of their points came off of big threes from number 13. What's that kid's name? I want to give credit where credit is due.
Pavelatsky.
He played a hell of a game. He played a real good game.
I mean, the only inside guy they have is Simmons. So, I mean, I guess Kwani. Kwani can play inside, but he's a freshman. Uh,
So what's okay? So how historic of a game that was? Um, Ohio would not go away the whole time.
oh no.
Um, that being said, how do you feel about? Do you have any hurt feelings about how it ended? Once it ended, and then you had the Miami, Ohio players, you know, taking the time away to, do
I
unsportsmanlike
mean,
things. But it is a rivalry. We've seen Michigan, Ohio State players do worse things to each other than that.
it definitely put a sour taste in my mouth. That's for sure. I didn't like it,
Yeah, I mean
but
that's their first
you
win
know,
at the Convo. I think it was since like 2000, what, 14 or
and
something, like 10.
yep,
Yeah,
they haven't won there in 15 years, and they
yeah,
won this year. So,
yeah. So and then
if there was ever a team to do it, it took OT, and the last time they won there, it took overtime. So,
yeah. So really exciting game to go to. I'm really happy that I you know took Jameel and we went to that game, and it was a good time. That environment was, whew, electric.
oh yeah, it's a great environment.
But anything else before we end the show
Uh,
from you, buddy? Do you have anything?
no, that's about it. I don't like Miami, Ohio. I'm not rooting for them anymore. They're done. It's over.
You don't want to see the. Okay, would it still be considered a Cinderella story? They went undefeated.
Depends what they're seeded.
Okay.
I think they should be like a 6 or 5 or 6, but they'll probably end up being
Maybe.
like a 10.
You know what? Maybe that's the 8 seed that you keep saying Michigan's going to lose to.
I that that would be disrespectful to all the ones and the Miami, Ohio if they put them there. I mean, I just don't see them doing that. That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of a wrap for this week. But before we go, I do want to say that next week, obviously the games. When do the games start?
Well, the first 4 is Tuesday
First four is Tuesday. Okay. So
and Wednesday, and then the big round is Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday.
okay, but when the brackets count, that starts on
Oh,
Thursday, right?
yes,
First,
next Thursday,
yeah,
next
first
week.
round
Yeah,
begins next Thursday, right?
you're right.
Okay. So that being said, anybody who's out there who listens to this, be on the lookout on the Facebook page. Be on the lookout on the TikTok page for a link, and as well as if you can't access the link, I will give the name of the bracket for bracketology and bracket challenge for the ESPN. Would you rather use ESPN or CBS?
ESPN.
ESPN. Okay. So again, Ro-JoSports, we're going to have a bracket challenge where Joe, myself, a couple of the coaches, Coach Richardson of Wheeling University said he would do it. Coach Gardner for Marietta Tigers, Coach Ali Shane for the Marietta Tigers here. Maybe you could talk to Coach Edwards for Martins Ferry, as well as Coach Roberts with Buckeye Local. Um,
And who
We
knows, maybe the legend will do one.
who's your legend?
It's Miss Myers.
That's right. How could I
Yeah,
ever forget?
maybe she'll do one. We'll see.
Okay.
I just know one thing: she'll take Duke all the way. That's what she always does.
Well, I mean, kind of smart this year.
Yeah.
Um, but that being said, be on the lookout for that. We will post the links and anything on how to get there. Fill that out. If you beat Joe or myself or whoever is the number one on there, gets to come on to the show and be a guest for an entire duration of an entire show. We could go live on TikTok for that one and all of the things and talk. And you could even bring a topic to the table for the show. What do you think, Joe?
Sounds good. I love it.
All right. Well, that being said, well, speaking of legends, I think we could end the show with, unless you have another one, but one athlete of the week that I have to mention before we go. I want to give a shout out and say rest in peace and prayers go out to the Holtz family after legendary coach Lou Holtz passes away. And, you know,
Ohio Valley legend.
Ohio Valley legend, Notre Dame legend, NC State legend. I mean, just a legend for the sport of football, college football, everywhere.
South Carolina, Arkansas. Can't forget them.
Mm-hmm. These Liverpool Potters.
That's right.
Yep. So again, that's my athlete of the week this week, and now
I'll second that because that was going to be mine. So
okay. Well, anyway, I will talk to you here after a bit, Joe. Thanks for a good show today. Thank you for Braden Plogger for coming on to the show
oh yeah,
today.
that was good.
Good luck.
Enjoyed that.
Good luck tomorrow night to the Marietta Tigers basketball team and the Convo. We're rooting for you, and we'll see you on next week's special March Madness, the Madness Show next week here on Ro-JoSports.
The madness begins.